Hey, family, and welcome to Dwell According to Knowledge, the talk show. I am your host and your coach, Trey. And our topic and for today is 10 definite signs he's a keeper. 10 definite signs that he's a keeper. And we're going to jump right into this. All right. Whew, let me just jump into this and read this because this is, it's kind of like, uh, I started jumping into some other stuff as soon as I read that because, um, women always ask me what are the signs and what are the things that I look for when, when I'm trying to gauge, so to speak, how guys are, what are they supposed to be doing, what am I supposed to be looking out for, and that kind of stuff. So I have to go through in my workshops, some of the things that they need to look for. I mean, this is not a tell-all. This is not an overall thing, but I give you kind of like some really kind of pertinent stuff for something to get you started on that, okay? So here, let me give you number one real quick. Sign number one that he's a keeper is that he never lets you forget how he feels about you. This is the guy that he is very specific at letting you know that he feels a certain way about you. It does not have to be love at first sight. It don't have to be falling all in love. It doesn't have to be any of that stuff. But it could go from like to like a lot, and to and a progression of levels that he's feeling you. So this is that's just one. And let me read this. Can't tell you how many conversations I've had with women who tell me that there's no affection in their relationship, but the man in their life does not make them feel loved, wanted, or appreciated. This is profound, important piece of the puzzle. Now, a good man, or the man that's for you, will always remind you how much you mean to him. Now, understand, men can be we are less communicative or affectionate than women are, but it doesn't excuse the severe lack of effort put forth by the generation. And if a man truly likes, loves, or any of that of you, you'll know it and feel it, and you will always hear it and see it. Now, we can verbalize all day long, but they also talk about action. You know what I mean? So he'll be doing some acting. He'll look around, he'll see if you need something, if you want something, or some, surprise you about some stuff. Of course, PDAs, public displays of affection, and that kind of stuff. So, look out for that one. Okay. Number two, a good man will always support you. Phew. Regardless of whether you want to go back to school after 20 years, get your master's, start a singing career, stay at home and raise a family, a good man will always support you as though you can do what you set out to do. He will be beside you every step of the way, cheering you on your victories and comforting you when you're not feeling good or you suffer a defeat or an obstacle or something like that. So you look at this number two and support. Number one is how he feels. The next one is how he supports you. And he ain't looking at you giving you the negative feedback and that kind of stuff when how the proverbial crab, he doesn't want you to do anything because it will overshadow him or make him, feel less than a man or any of that kind of stuff. But if he supports everything that you do, and if he's secure in himself, he'll be okay enough to support you. Okay? Number three, a good man will always inspire you. Just like with number two, if he supports, then he will inspire you as well. This goes one step beyond supporting you, which can be more passive. To inspire someone takes effort, both in how one's life, their own life, as well as encouraging others, you to live yours. And a good man's drive and ambition will rub off on you as he pursues his own passion. So that means he inspires you when you doing your thing as well as him doing his thing. Okay? All right. Number four, he will work to gain your trust. No matter what's going on, he'll be doing that from the beginning and throughout the whole relationship, all the way through marriage and all the way through death do us part. You get me? So he will want to be comfortable and confident in your relationship. And without trust, there's just no foundation for love or respect. You understand? He will understand that trust is not just handed over to someone. It has to be earned, and then it has to be kept. I always say this in a lot of relationships, whatever it is that you did to get it, you need to do to keep it. Okay? All right, number 5, a good man will always make you feel beautiful. This is one that women, especially those with esteem stuff going on, y'all that's got these esteem things going on, your man should always make you feel beautiful, okay? He will understand that making you feel beautiful does not just mean saying the words. It will truly mean making you feel beautiful in the way that you look, touch you, or treat you. You know what I mean? He will notice details when you put forth effort in your appearance and remind you of how attractive you are. And he will understand that whether you are in sweatpants on the couch or in your evening gown heading to the party or the gala or the black tie affair, you know what I mean? When he loves you, likes you a lot for who you truly are, everything about you will become beautiful to him. Okay, so you got to understand, it doesn't really matter what you look like. You are beautiful. Okay, because no matter what happens, when your clothes change, you're right back where it is, and then under a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt, you still beautiful. Okay, all right, let's get to number 6. A good man just does the little things. This is my favorite one right here. He will do the little things. Do you need a prescription filled or have to stay late at work? Did you mention a movie he had made plans to take you to see? Regardless of how certain things seem, he will understand it's the little things that matter the most. And this is where I always, this is my field of vision, so to speak, in the little things. I'm always looking around to see if there's some things that need to be done. I mean, not only just around the house or or outside the house or any of that kind of stuff. Simple things like noticing that the screws need to be tightened on chairs, or a light bulb that needs to be fixed, and like in the beginning of a relationship, we're not cohabitating, but at some point you will get to a point where you'll be visiting her house and stuff like that. So, look around. If he ain't looking around and seeing if there's some things that you need, or listening to how you talking about a certain thing, then you're gonna have to be like, he's gonna have to be like cognizant enough to recognize that, hey, she needs something. So I don't care if it's a roll of toilet paper or paper towels or a light bulb that you know what, I forgot to get some light bulbs. Next thing you know, that's what you do while if you happen to go home, say, listen, I stopped past, I got these light bulbs for you, boom, like that. And then get in there and put the thing, put the light bulb up, and here comes my hero, the my hero thing, okay? All right, let's get to number 7. He'll never be abusive to you. This is perhaps the most important point of all. Whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, a good man would never think about being abusive towards you, or put you in any kind of harm in any way. And if it happens, have the courage and respect for yourself to back away from it, and please, walk away like immediately, because a lot of times, you got to take a look at the overall picture than the one that's right there, like in front of you or something like that. But then in the process of trying to get to know a person, you'll find out whether that stuff is going on, either way. And no good man would ever act like this and will not get better on his own. And I'm going to complete the rest of this at the end, okay? Let's get to number 8. Good man understands action speaks louder than words, and that's what I mean by public displays of affections, touching you, making you, feel beautiful, all of those things. Having the right person in your life will make you understand that people who make promises do not deserve your respect. People who keep promises deserve your respect, and he should be one of them. So if he tells you something, make sure he does it. If not, hold him accountable. Because sometimes you have to play a part in that as well, ladies. You know, hold his butt accountable and do whatever's need, you know, to be done. And it's the same for you guys too, you know, because I'm going to hold you accountable if you tell me you're going to do something. So make sure that you're doing the exact same thing for him. Okay? A good man will open up to you. Jesus Christ, thank you for that one. You know, a lot of times when we're in the beginnings of a relationship, a lot of times we think we're not supposed to say anything about a certain thing. You know, my thing is always I treated myself as though I am in an autopsy, so to speak. And, you know, in the corners, cutting me down the middle slightly and then opening me up like that. That's how I treat it. You know, I'm not here to not tell you anything. I'm here to tell you everything. You know what I mean? Remember that. I'm not here to tell you anything. I'm here to tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? So it can be difficult for some men to express their emotions, fears, and even innermost desires. But having the right man in your life often helps to open those doors. Okay? Good man, while understanding a course of things that are to be kept private, will not hide things from you or bottle up their feelings, knowing it will cause tension and frustration. Okay? So make sure that, you know, he is opening up on some things. Some things really do hurt. So you may have to come at those in a different way. So make sure, like, in certain areas that I always lead with anything that I'm asking, and I think that may be on a personal level. So take everything as it's on a personal level by leading with yours. You know, and I always say, back when I was little, you know, back when I was a child, back when I was a baby, you know, I used to see my mom beat on my mom or something like that, so that I could draw out if that was happening in their lives as well. Okay, so lead with some stuff like that also, you know. All right, number 10, as a good man or your man should stand by you no matter what. Okay, now when a man commits his love and time, there are no stipulations or circumstances required. There will be good times and there will be some not so good times. Always remember that, ladies. There will be challenges and unexpected situations that will lie, but he will stay by your side and be your teammate through it all. Okay, so let's make sure, let's understand that relationships are a team sport. You know, not an individual one, and not one where you are teammates. You're not opponents. You know, he ain't on one side of the thing and you're on the other side of the thing, and y'all get on the court and y'all, you know, like an opposing team. That is not how it works. You are both on the same team. You're both on the court together, and you're both trying to score as many points as you can. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you the end result, and then, you know, we'll move from there. Now, of course, there is an asterisk on this, ... y'all. This does not mean you can disrespect, lie, provoke, or cheat on him either. Okay, ladies? This, you know, you will mess it up just as much. You will screw a good man up just as much if you do something negative or, you know, crazy or out of the way, out of the box. Okay? Now, you can't betray his trust or expect him to stick around because he promised to commit to you. He's out of there no matter what he says. If you screw it up, then it's your fault. Okay? Now, this point is about the things the two of you go through together, having the integrity needed not to walk away when things get hard. Any person can be by your side on the sunny days. A real test of character is whether or not he'll hold the umbrella over you during the stormy ones. I will attest that not only the umbrella over you, but you holding the umbrella over him. Okay? I hope you guys got something from that. If you like the video, hit it with a like, subscribe, share it with someone else. Okay? And I'll see you in the next video.